It's like 1 plus 1 equals 2. If you do this, you're going to get this result. Simple. It's very simple. Trust me. It's not complicated at all. Hi everyone, my name is Olajumoke and you can call me that or call me Coach PJ. I am finally putting this video out there. I have waited literally for years to get this out. After losing 33 kilos in 5 months, or if you're familiar with pounds, I lost 73 pounds in 5 months, which is actually my second weight loss journey. I already went through same process about 5 years before that, and I got the same results, and I did it again, got the same results. I've helped thousands of women on losing weight. The things that you need to do are very simple. Getting those things done might not be easy if you're struggling with habits. Throughout the 5 months that I lost this weight, I didn't go to the gym at all. Everything I did at home. So put your mind at rest if you think, oh, yeah, okay, I want to lose weight, but I don't have the time to go to the gym. That's not your primary focus. You don't need the gym at all. If you have the time to get there and you have the means to go to the gym, then it's fine. So number one thing I'm going to share with you is if you want to lose weight and get it done quickly in a healthy way, quickly and sustainably, you have to track everything. What is not measured cannot be managed. If you just live in oblivion, you don't know how many steps you take, you don't know how much water you're drinking, you don't know how much food you're eating, you don't know nothing, you're not going to be able to say, okay, you know what? I'm not drinking enough water, I want to drink more. How do you know? You have to track it. So the first thing I would say is try and get a fitness tracker. It doesn't, there are different brands out there. The Apple Watch is there. I use a Fitbit. I've been using this for years. So you can get whatever brand you have access to and that you can afford. Okay, you need that. So don't rely on your phone. I know phones are not as accurate as a fitness watch. You also want to get your scale. Make sure it's digital. So we don't want to get the old school analog type that you have to try and watch for where the I don't know what it's called, where it falls. Is this 70? If I look from this angle, it looks like 71. If I look from this angle, it's like 69. No, you don't want to do that. Get the digital type. Apart from that, you also want to get a measuring tape because before you start your journey, we want you to set your goals right. So when I started my weight loss journey, my waistline was 46 inches. My goal was to get it down to the 20s. So anything from 29 below is fine. I didn't even want to be 30. 32 would have been okay. Yeah, nothing bad with 32 with my body structure, but I wanted to get it down to 29. I was able to get it down to 27. So my waistline for years now have been 27 inches consistently. And we'll get to how to deal with the belly fat and all of that specifically. Let's leave that aside for now. So you want to measure your waistline, your hips, your biceps, your bust. You want to measure your circumferences, your thighs, because you don't need to measure your height because nothing changes. That doesn't change with weight gain or weight loss. So your upper bust, your lower belly, just measure around and see what you have and set a goal for yourself. Okay. And as you go along the journey, you will keep track of how much belly fat you're losing, how much your thighs are trimming down. If your lower body exercises are working, if your thighs are getting toned, you're going to see all of that in your measurements. Okay, you also want to track your water intake. It doesn't matter if you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to gain weight, if you're trying to maintain your weight loss, most especially if you're trying to lose weight. You just have to know how much water you're drinking because it helps you flush out toxins and all of that. What I'm trying to say here is you need to track things. Okay, that's number one thing you need to get into the habit of. Number two is, now that you know that you need to track, what are the things you want to pay attention to and how do you get there? Now let's talk about your steps. What I tell my clients is this. I don't just throw 10,000 steps to everybody. Okay, the people I've worked with, I first want to understand how active they are. So again, using your fitness tracker would help you before you even start your journey. Get it on. Let's see, all things being equal, just live your daily life. Let's see a couple of days, 3 days, see how many steps you come up with. Don't put any effort into getting active. Just live your life and tell me how many steps you take on an average day. So once I know that, so for the clients that typically would record 1 to 2 to 3,000 steps, I tell them, let us get it up to 5,000. The more active you are, the faster you get to your goal. That's just it. There's no simpler way to say than that. So once you hit the 5,000 steps, if you currently walk 3,000 steps, once you hit the 5,000 steps, you can increase it to 6. Challenge yourself a little bit more. Go further. Every week you increase the number of steps that you set as your goal until you get to the 10,000 steps. If you want to stop at 10,000 steps and keep that up for the duration of your weight loss journey, that's fine. Okay, but if you want to push it even further to 12,000, 15,000, that's also fine. If you live in a place where it's not safe to walk in the evenings and that's the only time you have to walk around, you don't have to do that. If you can go to the gym and use the treadmill, that's fine. If you can get a walking pad in your house, that's fine. But you do not need to complicate it. You don't need all these things. You can just move around inside your house. I live in Canada. As you may know, the weather here for more than half of the year is not great. It's not the type that you will say you want to step out and take a walk. So most times during those seasons, I stay at home and I just walk up and down the stairs. I walk around in my living room. I just get up from my desk because I work from home. I get up from my desk and every hour I try to walk at least 5-10 minutes within the hour. I actually set a goal on my fitness tracker that once it's 50 minutes on the hour and I haven't met a particular goal for that hour, I need to get up. So my watch would alert me that, you're not hitting your goal for this hour, so get up. I'll look at it at 9:50, 10:50, 11:50, whatever. Whenever the watch tells me this hour you're not doing great in terms of being active, I'll just get up and walk around a few minutes. Within 10 minutes, I'm done. And I come back to my desk and I continue my work for the day. Okay. And so that's how I've been doing it. So you need to be intentional about being active. Now let's talk about water intake. As I said, you need to track everything. So you need to know how much water you're drinking every day. If you're the type that you don't like drinking water, that's not the best thing for you. Even if you're not trying to lose weight, you need water in your system. It flushes out toxins from your system. It helps you control hunger. Many times you feel like, you're hungry, let me just grab something to eat. And you just go grab some snacks. Most of the time, processed snacks that are not good for you. It's not because you're hungry. What you feel might be hunger, might not be hunger. Sometimes your body signals that you're hungry. You feel that you're hungry, but you're actually thirsty. So you might want to try to drink some water first. Okay, so what I suggest to you is, if you're on the weight loss journey, is to drink at least 2.5 liters of water every day. Every adult should be drinking that, regardless of their goals, regardless of their health or whatever. You need to drink at least 2.5 liters of water every day. And that is about 10 cups if you use 250 mils, okay? 10 cups of water every day. My aim was to drink 3 liters of water every day. And I'm the type that normally would drink water. So it wasn't hard for me. If you struggle to drink water during the day, what you can do is you can add some lemon juice to your water. That makes it easy to drink, okay? If you like to drink cold drinks, go for cold water. All right, I add some ice to your water, put some lemon to it, add some cucumber slices. It helps. You feel hydrated, you feel fresh. Also, it clears your skin. It also aids digestion. So these are the things. It also helps with the weight loss. So as you're flushing out the toxins, it helps you a lot. Okay, there's a lot of benefits to drinking water. I cannot overemphasize this. So number 4 is exercising. Now, before you panic, just listen. Okay, you don't have to go to the gym. Like I said, I didn't step one foot into the gym when I was trying to lose this weight. I did everything at home. So what I would suggest to you is, if you have the time and the means to go to a gym, do that. That would help you. But if you cannot, That's not an excuse. Like I said, I didn't step one foot into the gym throughout the time that I was trying to lose this weight, and I was able to get it done. Now I do go to the gym, as you may be able to tell. I go to the gym now to build muscles, and so I need heavy equipment to be able to do that. But if you cannot go to the gym, just like I couldn't because of time, we can figure this thing out. It's not that difficult. It's not complicated. At home in the morning, let me tell you what I did. It was it was a lot trying to juggle family life. You know, I'm married. I have 3 kids. I have a 9 to 5. I have businesses that I run for myself as well. So it was difficult to find that time, that window in a day to head over to the gym. So what I did was in the morning before everyone woke up, 15 minutes, it's enough. Most of my exercises were 10, 15, 20 minutes. Hardly would I do a 30-minute exercise. 10, 15, 20 minutes, I was done. So I focused on high intensity interval training HIIT. So I didn't start with any crazy routines. All I did was to focus on doing cardio. We'll get more into all of these things in subsequent videos. I want to keep this video short and sweet, okay? So skipping, very, very good for you. If you are the type that you can lift yourself, you're not dealing with arthritis, knee issues and things like that. If you're dealing with all those, please do not incorporate skipping into your routine. Just leave it out. Walking is good enough. Okay, all right. But the exercises that we do will further aid us in getting to our goal even faster. That's number one. Number two, I don't want to talk about all the health benefits, like it boosts your cardiovascular health and all of that. Let's leave that aside. We're talking about for your weight loss journey. It helps tone your body. So there are some exercises that you do. Skipping is a good one for the thighs. Skipping is a full body exercise, but it's great for the legs. Really, really good. If you can if you are able to do it safely with good shoes, you're fine. Also, weightlifting. So when you start, you want to start with mostly cardio, but as you progress, I want you to switch into, increasing, putting more effort into weightlifting. So weightlifting will help you tone your body. Lifting weight with the arms will tone your arms, your thighs. There's some exercises that you do, even body weight exercises will help you in toning yourself so that, because my goal for my clients always is to help them lose the fat, keep their muscles, build more muscles, and make sure they don't have loose skin at the end of the day. There's some body types that you cannot run away from loose skin. For instance, if you are obese and you carry most of your weight around your waistline, it is very, very likely that you will end up with loose skin around your belly, which is fine. There are other ways to get rid of that. You can do skin removal. What's it called? You can do, I've forgotten the name, where you take off excess skin. You can do that kind of surgery. It's fine. But if you're the type that your belly is still the type that you can tone as you lose the weight, the excess skin will go down tremendously if you do some body weight and machine weight exercises. It will help you. There are resistance that you can use. You can use resistance band depending on the part of the body you're trying to target. You can use resistance band. You can use dumbbells. You can use kettlebells. You can use Smith machine. Tons of machines in the gym if you can go to the gym. But if you cannot go to the gym, again, we're talking about losing weight. Cardio is your best friend, especially at the start of your journey. All right. But I'm just saying throughout the journey, you should also look into lifting weight, especially when you get to the point that the weight has started falling off and you're trying to tone your skin. So that's that. But even at home, without going to the gym, you can do body weight exercises. You can buy kettlebells. I actually bought 2 sets of dumbbells when I started my journey. I bought a skipping rope. I bought 2 sets of dumbbells, a heavier set and a lighter set. And I got a yoga mat to do some floor exercises. You may need that. You may not need that. What else did I get? A stepper. I used that at the beginning of my journey. I got tired. I got bored after a while, so I left it. So I would prefer to skip instead. So do what works for you and do it safely and do it at home if you can. Do it at the gym if you can. Do a mix of both if you can, but do it. Fun fact, I have no loose skin after losing 73 pounds in 5 months, which to some people is, oh, it's a little bit fast. So some people believe that if you lose weight too fast, well, too fast. I don't believe that I lost the 73 pounds. I've seen people who lost more in even shorter time frame. Okay, so it's relative, right? But I was able to incorporate all these things together to help me to make sure that I ended up with no loose skin. My thighs are toned, okay, toned. My belly, we'll get into all these things as we progress. I'm going to be sharing tons of videos. Actually, I'm also going to be putting out workout videos for you to follow along, quick workout sessions that you can follow in 10, 15, 20 minutes. The exercise that helps me to get to my goal in 5 months, which depending on your how much fat you have to lose, you may get to your own goal in 2, 3, 4 months, not even 5 months. So it depends on how much fat you're trying to lose. I was trying to lose 70 pounds. I ended up losing 73. My goal was to do it in 6 months. I ended up doing it in 5 months. So I can help you get there. It's not just all the trials and error that you've been doing over the years. I've been trying to lose weight. I'm going to sign up at the gym. Don't worry about it. Okay? Do not worry about it. This is the end of the running around for you, the end of that journey for you. Let's get right into the actual weight loss journey. All the things you may have been doing for months or weeks or years, don't complicate things for yourself. Now, number 5. This is actually the biggest factor. So much so that if you do not do all the things I've been talking about, most of the things I've been talking about, if you do just this one thing, you're going to get to your goal. It is eating in a calorie deficit. I'm sure you may have heard it before. You're like, oh, I don't want to track any calories. I want to get this done without having to track nothing. First of all, you can get to your weight loss goal without tracking anything, not even your water, not your steps, not your food, not nothing. You can get there, but it might take you like 3 years to get there. Unless you want to cut corners and do things in an unhealthy way and just lose the weight in a way that you cannot even understand and then you gain it all back. We're trying to help you. I am trying to help you lose the weight and keep it off. 10 years, I've lost weight twice. 2 major weight loss transformations. Okay, we're going to be getting to all the stories later on. If you don't master anything else on this journey, if you can master eating right, that is 80% of the entire thing. All the other lifestyle habits take the 20%, but the 80% is in your food. I'm going to, share how to master calorie deficit, the things to do. I'm going to break it down in simple terms, step by step, how you can master it and how you can make sure that you get this thing done once and for all. We are just in the middle of the year. This is the beginning of the second half of this year. You can get to your goal by the end of the year, and just get this chapter out of your way and move on. I've been maintaining my weight loss and now I'm currently on another journey of building muscles. So calorie deficit is not about eating less, okay? It's about eating smart. So we don't want you to be hungry. We don't want you to take your plate, serve yourself, and then you're just looking at 2 measly peanuts and 1 banana in your plate, and that's your breakfast. No. You want to make sure that you're eating the right things, the right way. All right. Not so much about the timing, because I know a lot of people say, I get this question all the time. When should be, the last hour for me to eat my meal? When should I stop eating my dinner? If you're not doing intermittent fasting, where you are particular about the hours, you don't have to track your hours. I eat at 12 midnight if I want to. I eat at 2 a.m. if I want to. It depends on my day. Okay, so that's not the problem. The issue, I don't want to say problem. The issue is, what are you eating? How are you cooking your meals? And in what order? So how you eat your food also matters, okay? What you're eating, how you're eating that food, and how you cook your meals. The concept of calorie deficit is eating less food than the energy your body requires to function throughout the day. your body takes the energy that it needs from the food that you eat or from your stored fat. Meaning, if you do not eat throughout the day, a whole day you don't eat food. You've heard people that go without eating food for 40 days, right? For 7 days, for 21 days. They don't eat food at all, but they're living, they're surviving, they're okay, right? So their body takes from other sources, which fat stored in your body is a good source for your body to draw from and draw energy from, right? So we want to make sure that you you push your body to draw from the fat that you have stored in your body. How do you do that? You eat less than the energy your body needs. So an average adult would burn 2,000 calories a day. Energy is measured in calories. Your body burns about 2,000 calories a day for you to do all of these activities we're talking about. Now, if you eat exactly 2,000 calories in that day, if your body requires 2,000 calories, it means that you will stay on the same weight. That's what it means, period. It means you will not gain weight and you will not lose weight. You're eating exactly 2,000 calories. Your body requires exactly 2,000 calories. Now, if your body requires 2,000 calories, but you're eating like the average adult eats these days, especially in the Western world, about 3,000 to 5,000 calories every day, meaning that you're eating in a surplus. So your body requires 2,000, you're giving it 5,000. The extra 3,000 you're eating, what do you think happens to that? It gets converted, it gets stored in your body as fat. You wake up the next day, you've gained some weight. So, and if you do this over the years, you keep building and building and building on that surplus. You keep gaining weight and gaining weight and gaining weight, and that's it. That's how this works. It's not magic, it's nothing. That's how it works. So if you eat, say, 1,500 calories a day, and your body burns 2,000 calories a day, you are in a deficit of 500 calories. Where is it that you will not breathe about 500 calories, or when you want to take that step, your body will be like, you've run out of fuel, you cannot take that step, go and eat. Otherwise, it's not like a car, right? That if you don't put gas into it, it will not, and you empty the gas in the car, it's not going to move. That's not it. Your body will just look for the next available source of energy. Your belly fat, your arm fat, your back fat, it taps from that to fill in that 500 calorie gap. That's how it works. It is very simple. It's 1 + 1 = 2. There is no other way around it. And so I'm going to be spending a little bit more time in my next video to explain more on calorie deficit and how you can do it. It's not rocket science. So do well to watch my next video, which I'll be linking in my description below. Let's explain what calorie deficit is, because remember, it is 80% of what you need to do to get to your goal. Master this and you're already set. If you're ready to change your life, just like I did, hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment below. Let me know what are the things that you're struggling with and where are you in your journey so far. Are you just starting, or have you tried and failed in some ways? Don't worry about it. I tried multiple times too before I was able to get it right. So let me know in the comment section what you're struggling with. Maybe I'll be able to help you out. Also, tell me what you're trying to achieve. How many kilos, how many pounds are you trying to lose? And I'll be there to cheer you on. Don't forget again to watch the calorie deficit video linked in the description below. And I'll see you again next time. Stay healthy. Bye. Hi, fam. Hi, fam. Hi, guys. So finally, I'm putting this video out there. Yes, I am here today to discuss weight loss. Okay? Okay. No. Hold on. Let's start again. I hope it turns out great. but I'm just gonna record because I can't keep wasting time. I'll never get this done. Just get this done. Okay?